Hello, I'm Melissa the Crafty Ginger. I've been on a long hiatus again because I had another baby. So I have two kiddos, they're both under 2, but I'm back with a fun project, and this is for my baby daughter's room. And her theme is kind of like a little bit bohemian, so I thought this would be a fun and quick project, and then I can just turn this on for a reading light in her room. So first and foremost, for supplies, you need a spool of cotton rope. This is from knotandrope.com. This is my favorite rope. It's super soft to work with because it's actually cotton string, not cotton rope. So the difference is that it doesn't have 3-ply rope twisted together. It's really soft and it gives a really nice fringy finish like this. So you can brush it out and make it fringy. I used about 600 feet of this. And when I cut these ropes here, these are 10 feet long and I have 20 ropes covering each section of this. So I have 60 ropes total there. And then to make the fringe pieces, I just, I cut off the fringe and used it here. So I'll explain that later in the video. You also need a lantern base like this. And this is where your light socket will go in here. I used the same light that I used for my DNA light, which I got on Amazon, and it's this one right here. I'm using a white cord one just so it kind of blends into the wall really well because the paint in the baby's room is white. And then of course scissors, these are sewing scissors, and then just a regular comb to help fringe out your piece. So let's get started. Okay, so the diameter of this lantern shade, I've been able to fit 20 of these ropes in each section. So 20, 40, 60. And to attach this, just like I show you in all my videos, we're gonna do a lark's head knot. This is the center of the rope piece. You're gonna go over it and then pull the tails through. And these ropes are 10 feet long each. So 10 feet on each of these, all the way around. Okay, the pattern that I'm going to do, I'm just gonna kind of explain so you get the gist of it. I'm just gonna do alternating square knots. So I'm gonna do one row of square knots all the way around. And then on the next row, I'm gonna take, so for instance, on the first row, I'm gonna take this group of 4. On the second round, I'm gonna take this group of 4. So they're gonna be alternating square knots, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Then after I get a series of the alternating square knots done, I'm going to put some other pieces in here and drape them around and do some more decorative things in here so it's a little more decorative. But that's the basic pattern. So I'm just gonna start with my first group of 4 over here. And I'm going to do, let me see if I can turn this so you can see it. Okay, I'm just doing a left and a right square knot. So you're taking the farthest left rope and making an L shape, or a 4 kind of, and then the fourth right rope going over that, behind right here and through. Tighten it up, and then you're doing the reverse. Make that shape with the farthest right rope, go over this rope, behind and through. Okay, that's my first square knot right there. Now I'm going to take the next group of 4, and I'm keeping these tight toward the top also. So I want them tight towards these lark's head knots. Hope you can see that okay. It keeps turning. I love this rope. It's really soft, and what you get with the cotton string that you don't get with the 3-ply twist rope is just a really nice fringe at the bottom, and that's what I'm looking for on this. I want it to look really fringy. So you can see how the tails of this rope, they get really fringy, and I'm gonna comb it out too at the end. Once I get everything done, I'll cut it and then comb the ends with an actual comb. So it gets really fringy and it looks really pretty. And the 3-ply rope, you can do this pattern with that too, of course. It just, you're gonna have to comb out the bottoms quite a lot more than this string. This is really easy on your hands. And this diameter is nice and thick, so I didn't have to put a ton of rope on here to get it to cover it. Like, whereas if you had, you know, 4mm or smaller cotton string, it's gonna take you a lot more rope to cover the entire canopy here. So this is, you know, relatively quick project, a quick and easy baby shower gift, relatively inexpensive. Okay, so I have my first section done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this row, and then I'll come back and show you the next row. So I have the whole first row done. Now we're going to do the alternating square knots like I was telling you before. So now we're leaving these two out, and we're taking this group of 4 right here. So these two are gonna partner with those two eventually once we go all the way around. But for now, we're just doing left and a right square knot again, all the way around. And this project is so quick too. I've only been working on this for about a half hour, and I've got all the ropes cut, all the lark's head knots on, the first row done, and I'm already on the second row. So I think this is just so quick, and it has just such a big impact. This looks kind of plain right now. You know, just these alternating square knots look kind of plain, but don't worry, we're gonna do a second layer, and that's what's gonna really give it the really nice fringy decorative look. I think it's good to just start with basic knots though at first, so it's not too busy. Okay, I finished row 2. Now on row 3, again, you're gonna take the original 4 ropes. So you're gonna take 2 from this one and 2 from this one. So you're just alternating. So you take this group of 4, and then you know, I think you get what I'm saying, but basically it's creating kind of like a diamond shape. I think I'm gonna do either 5 or 7 rows. So I think 7 might be better, but just a word of advice, if, you know, I wouldn't stop on an even row, just for whatever reason, odd numbers look better to the eye. So do 5, 7, 9, 11, something like that, rows, you know, however many you think will look good. But I want mine to be probably like that long. And I think my ropes might be cut a little bit long, but we'll see once we get all that done. So I'll let you know at the end. Maybe you can cut your ropes at 9 feet or something so you have less waste. I don't like having waste, of course, but I definitely want it to be long enough to look good and drapey with the upper piece that I'm gonna do. So I want this part to show, but I didn't want to just leave these ropes hanging. So I needed, you know, the alternating square knots is kind of like a base for the other decorative part that I'm gonna do up top. So I think I'm gonna do 5 rows of the alternating square knots, and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like, and I might go on to 7 rows. Okay, I have 7 rows here now, and I like how this looks. I think what I'm gonna do now is taper, do some alternating square knots, but taper them like this. So let me just find this group. Okay, so within each of these sections, I have 20 ropes, like I said. So I have 10 square knots, and I think I'm going to take like, so there's 5 and 5 like that. I'm going to taper them down. So if you kind of visualize what I'm saying, I'm taking this set of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 square knots, and I'm going to taper them down like this. So I'm going to leave these 2 out and take this group of 4 with a left and a right square knot, then the next 4, that's my first set of 5 square knots that I'm working with. I'm gonna try to get these out of the way so it doesn't confuse you. Okay, now I'm going to leave out these 4 ropes and do a left and a right square knot with the next 4. Oops. So in this case, the way my knots worked out, I'm gonna have 5, 4, 3, and then 2 and 1. So this is the row with only 2. And then the center 4 ropes will be my row with just 1. So I'm going to continue doing that all the way around with this next group of 5 square knots. So I think that has a nice diamond shape pattern. That's what I was going for. And I have quite a lot of rope left. So I would cut your ropes at maybe 8 feet long, unless you want to make this part longer. So if you want to make it longer, then cut your ropes as long as mine, which are 10 feet long. Each one of these ropes is 10 feet, folded in half, so they were 5 feet long when I started working them. But you can see I have quite a lot of extra rope here. Okay, I finished this side, and I just want to show you how I did that. So I just put the rope over the frame. I'm just tying an overhand knot. I'm going to do 2 to secure it. Okay, and then I want it to be approximately the same length as the other ones. It's okay though if it's not exactly the same right now, because once I put all my other ropes on there, I'll know if I have a lot of slack room that I need to tighten it up. So then I'm just going to tie another overhand knot on this one, like that. Okay, so here's the base for that decorative piece. Now, these are my fringe pieces that I cut off from the bottom here. I told you each of these cords is 10 feet long. So I had quite a lot of waste. You can see I have it here. And I'm going to just do lark's head knots with all these trim pieces. So this is all waste right here that I have. Okay, once I get this entire thing covered, I'm going to tack it right here in the center so I have kind of like a drapey effect right there. When I come back, I'll show you how I did that. So I'm just trying to minimize the rope waste that I have. I told you I cut mine a little bit long, and I think this could be a little longer, so maybe cut yours at 10 feet, and then don't worry because you're going to cut off the, you're going to trim it at the end, and then you can use it for these little pieces here. You'll just have a bunch of little fringy pieces. So this part goes really quick. Okay, I have 22 pieces along here, and you can see that I have a little bit of slack. So like I said before, you can just tighten up your rope. You just have to undo it. Okay, so I'm just tightening it up. Okay, now the last thing I want to do is tack this one up midway between these. So I have 20 ropes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm going to put it right there. And all I'm doing, it's really easy, is just a lark's head knot around this and this piece of rope right here too. So around the frame, the lamp shade frame, and this piece of rope right here. Okay, now I'm going to cut all of these pieces approximately 3 inches long, and then I'm going to brush them out. See how these pieces have some, the bottom's more fringy. I'm going to brush all the bottoms of these out, and I'm going to brush these out fully so that it'll look like this side right here. This is what I want the finished product to look like. Okay, this doesn't have to be very precise on cutting it. I'm just keeping it approximately the same length. Like that. Okay, and it's gonna look much better after you fringe it out. So let me just show you how I comb the ends. Okay, to do this, You just get all the way up here. Don't grab these pieces because it'll make those lark's head knots look sloppy, like you've pulled some of the strings out. This is why I love this string, because it just gives you a really nice fringy look. So you have to comb it a few times because it still kind of has a slight twist to it. So that's how I've been doing the upper pieces. Just kind of get in there and really fringe it out. So I want this to be nice and straight down. Now the bottoms, I'm just fringing the last few inches because I kind of like how that effect looks. It's just flaring out a little bit at the bottom, like a bell bottom. So the finished look is going to look like this side. And then just keep brushing it until it has a nice straight effect. So I'm going to keep working on this part, and I'll show you what it looks like with the lamp in it when I'm finished fringing. Okay, I have my light kit here, and this is the top of my lantern frame. I'm just going to pull the cord through here. And this one sits perfectly right here on the lantern frame. And I like how it has a little bit of depth, so the light bulb is going to be inside the lantern. So I'm going to hang this up in my daughter's room, but for the time being I'm going to go put my light in here and plug it in and show you what it looks like. Don't worry about this being loose in here, because once you put this in your ceiling, you know, around the hook, it will hold it up. It'll just rest right on here. So I like how it turned out, and it's going in my baby girl's room, like I said. And her room's kind of bohemian right now. So I really like how it turned out. This is a pretty quick project. This took me less than an hour to cut and do all the ropes. And I think it's a beginner project. It just has very basic knots, and it might be more time consuming for you, but this thicker rope, this 6mm rope, is really nice for beginners because it's super soft, easy on your hands, and also just goes pretty quick. You don't need a ton of ropes to cover the entire frame. So I hope you like it, and happy crafting.